Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. We hope you've had a productive and energizing afternoon on the show floor. It's now time for one of the most anticipated moments of SAP TechEd on Tour Bangalore 2025, the Demo Jam. This is where innovation moves from concept to creation, where brilliant developers step into the spotlight and show us what happens when ideas meet execution. You're about to witness rapid-fire demos, real solutions, real prototypes, and real competition, all powered by the SAP developer community. So let's get right into it. Please join me in welcoming your host for SAP Demo Jam, the one and only Josh Bentley. And joining him on stage, Casimir, the developer advocate.
Hear me okay? There we go. They couldn't hear me, Casimir. Did you have a good tech ed, Casimir? Yeah, there you go. Casimir is really hard to wrangle, manage, but hey, it's working out okay. Starting with Casimir and you, I want to mention how proud I am to be a part of this community. We're here for Demo Jam in Bangalore 2025. You guys are bringing the energy up, loud. I hope Casimir doesn't have a bad knee. So, in the first few minutes I've got here before we get started, I wanted to say we had a great day one. Lots of great things happening in the executive keynote. It was an amazing experience being here for all the stuff happening on the show floor, all the hands-on workshops. Another great day in day two where we had, of course, the developer keynote this morning, right? Casimir helped with that one. So, my main goal in being here is to host what you're going to see today, an amazing demo jam. Can I get some noise if this is your first? No. If it's your first demo jam. Okay, so we've been doing demo jams for, Casimir, count on with me, 20 years plus. So how many people have done 5 demo jams? Not bad. 10? All right, more than 10? Wow, so this audience, they get it. So I'm going to go over the rules for some of the newbies, just to reiterate what's happening in Demo Jam. We have 6 amazing minutes of live demos coming at you from 5 teams. These 5 teams are not allowed to use any PowerPoints, screenshots, no videos, only real working solutions. And the reason for this is you want to see live code. Now, there's going to be a technical focus. They're going to use things like SAP BTP, SAP Build, ABAP, Integration Suite, Business Data Cloud. They could use these to solve these business problems, even including something I've heard of. It's 2 letters, Casimir. I can't remember them. Can you spell them with your arms? A? Ah, yes. A lot of AI is going to be happening. So it's really cool to see not just innovation talked about, it's in practice here. Next, we have 2 presenters on stage from each team because they could be other people helping in the background, but we can only fit 2 of them up here on stage. Now, how are we going to judge whether or not, I think you already know, how do we judge whether or not you liked what a team did? At the end, we have, all right, so let's say I'm over here with a team and they're doing their thing and you're done with them and you clap. That's great, but that's not the clap we're going to measure. We're bringing all the teams back out at the end. So we're going to bring everybody out on stage, all 5 teams, and we're going to have a clap for each team to measure the applause with an applause meter. You'll get 10 seconds to vote for each team. If you do a great job with that, we'll know who won, but if not, we might have to have a second round to be sure we've got the winner, okay? Everybody ready? Nice. Now, Casimir being a cat might wander around the stage, or I might take Casimir off, and we'll see Casimir later. Any final thoughts from you? Man, you have ruined your whiskers. They're all over the place. All right, I'll be back and take you off stage in a second. First, I want to welcome Team 1. Their name is Ticketwhiz. It's Rishi and Risha, and and we're going to be showing some build apps, LLM, AI Core, Vector DB, knowledge graphs. Can I ask you real quick, which of this technology was the one that surprised you? Which made you go, wow, I can't believe what we did with this?
How easy build apps is to integrate multiple tools.
Yeah? And you know, the 6 minutes, you're not allowed to give a speech. It's got to be like really dialed in. So is there anything you want to mention before we get started about what your impact of this demo should really accomplish?
That is for people to understand and vote for us.
Yeah?
I think we are looking to make everybody's life easier. Our use case is something we use every day, so I think it will really save some time for everybody.
So you guys want to save time or you want to spend all night here?
Save
All right?
time.
No, it sounds great. High five. When I say your time starts, the 6-minute timer is going to start counting down. The audience will see the 6-minute timer as well up in the corner of the screen where your screen is being shown. So hopefully your laptop pops up there in a second. I actually don't want to start the timer until that laptop is on the screen. Are we ready?
We are.
Can we get the laptop up? Okay, your time starts in 3, 2, go.
Good evening, Bangalore.
Come on, Kesavan.
So let me ask you a question. Do you like working on incidents? No? What about you, Rishi?
I hate incidents.
We all have been there. When we were kids, we used to play cricket, and now we are playing ticket, right? So how can we make it better?
By not assigning any incidents to me.
That's not going to happen. What
Then
else?
make AI do all this boring stuff.
Yeah, let's use AI. What do you have in your mind?
So this application, Ticketwhiz, built entirely using SAP Build Apps, and we have integrated multiple AI technologies here. We have used Mistral AI agents for agentic architecture. We have used something called super memory, where we are storing all the context for LLM so that you don't have to use any outdated RAG solutions. We have also used N8N for our intelligent workflow, where you can send Slack messages and email when any incident is created. And the best part is we are doing this by just calling that webhook via an API call in Build Apps. So if you see here in SAP Build Apps, I'm just doing those HTTP requests to call all these tools. And all this is taken care beautifully by SAP Build Apps, which is bringing everything together. So now, let's see it in action.
All right, let's create a new ticket. Sometimes tickets lack information. Sometimes we are too lazy to give all the information. We'll start with bare minimum information. You see on the right, it has already suggested some of the related tickets. And when we save this, the first agent will come into the picture, which is incident reviewer. This will actually review the information and tell you, hey, consider adding all this information in your ticket. In interest of time, we're going to use pre-filled data. And with this information, we'll save this ticket now. The second agent, which is the incident classifier, is now coming into the play and assigning it to the right team. You know how sometimes tickets get assigned or tossed around different teams? Here it is assigning it to ABAP team, thankfully not basis.
So now we are creating this incident, and it is picking up all that information, and along with this, it has also sent me a Slack notification saying that a new ticket has been created so that people get notified. Now this is your incident. So this incident is all about a report program which is showing no data when executing with a particular test variant. You can see the information about the incident timeline. You can see the people involved here. Now think about this scenario where you have received an incident about a report program on which you have not worked upon. You have no idea about what this report does, and what you will do is you will actually go to your SAP system, open this report program, see the code, see the modification history, pray to God that there are functional and technical specifications available. You go through all that information, and then understand about it, and then you will probably see where to put the debugger and how to start debugging. You will spend a couple of hours getting all this information. Now let's see how we can use AI to do all this in seconds.
Nice.
So it is going to pick up all the information in the context through the program logic, all the tickets which have been done in the past. Now look at your screen. Isn't it this the information you need to start on any of those incidents? You have the related artifacts. Sometimes we break our head on what are the ABAP objects which are using in any report or any program. So you can see all this there. You have the impacted program list. This is coming from past incidents and other information so that you will not miss out on anything. And then you can also see the recent changes. So this is something where AI has gone through the description, what that incident is about, gone through the historic database, found out, OK, these are the recent changes which have been done with the impact score. So you can see the additional field addition in CDS is coming as a high impact. When we go into this, we can see that there was a change request done where we have added a field in the CDS, also in the where clause. and which has released yesterday. That is probably the reason of this regression issue. So now you have some information, and then if you're not aware about the report program, you can see this processing logic to see what this report does. And the best part is the proposed solution. So AI has gone through the incident description, found out what could be the likely issue. It has found out the problem, the root cause is incorrect addition of their where clause using that field. It has also provided the proposed solution, what you can do, and effort and the development plus testing and the impact as well. So now think about this in not too distant future when ABAP 1 is available as LLM model. Solution like these integrated with those models can autonomously fix issues for you, and probably what you have to do is just review the changes and release the transport to fix any issue. So now this is the proposed solution. Let's accept it. You have to implement this, and then once you have implemented, what you have to do is just resolve the best part. It will resolve the incident, put all that information in the super memory so that it can be used next time. Now my incident is closed.
Wow, all that without logging into SAP system. You didn't log into SAP system. So do you like working on incidents now?
Yes, I'm happy that I also already had the head start within 30 seconds. I didn't have to wait and then spend time finding this out.
So are you less frustrated now?
Little bit more.
All right. So Ticketwhiz build on SAP Build Apps where our idea got real. This tool helps you resolve incidents efficiently, assign it to the right team, and saves time for everybody. We can use this save time to have shorter team meetings and do what we really like, you know. And Rishi, you can...
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Wow. Wait. Stay there for a second. You can't run away that quick. You had less than 10 seconds left, right? Almost got to hear the buzzer. So can we play the buzzer we would have heard? I want to hear that sound. And you would have been disqualified if you went over. I would have had to just push you off the stage. No.
We have some extra dialogues to cover up the time.
Good. I really appreciate everything you just did.
Thank you.
You guys, I will talk to you later. Hopefully we'll see you back on stage for the voting, and the energy will be right back up. But thank you now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to kick them off and disqualify them for a few seconds over, but if you try to go on for too many minutes, we're going to kill the screen and you're off. Team 2's coming up now though, and I'm already proud of what I've seen here out of this demo jam. I mean, we could stop now or we can keep going. What do you think?
We should keep going.
Okay. The team from Storyfaces is Pavan and Vishnu, and this is going to be with SAP UI5, GenAI, React, Node.js, and some iOS Swift. So really looking forward to seeing this demo, but I want to ask you one question first. I mentioned about all the tech eds. How many people here have seen co-jams? How many have you guys been to?
Sorry?
How many tech eds have you been to?
Many. I've lost count. I've been with SAP for 15 years now, so I've been to many tech eds. Yeah.
Nice. How about you?
It's second time for me.
Mic down a little lower.
Yeah, it's second time for me.
Second?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, I was here in 2023 as well. It was great to be back here. And I think it's time to see team number 2 blow us away with their demo. Let's hear it for Storyfaces. Your time starts in, let's get them up on the screen. 3, 2, go.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pavan. With me, I have Tapan and Vishnu here. We consider ourselves very lucky to be on this stage multiple times now. But when we look back at the previous demos, we found a huge problem. Because in 2023, Tapan was the CEO of a company, Vishnu was his executive. In 2024, I was the CEO of a company, Tapan and Vishnu were my executives. But the reality is completely different. Our CEO, Christian Klein, is all the way up there, and we are all the way down here. So this year, we wanted to stay close to reality. This year, we would like to narrate the story of a pious young developer by the name Dasharatha Prasad Ramprasad Sharma. We'll call him DRS. And as fate would have it, he joined a team whose manager was cool and jazzy by the name Ranganna. And by the way, this is Mr. Chinnaswamy Muttuswamy Venugopal Iyer. We'll call him Mr. Iyer. Just remember that face. You'll see a lot of him later. So Ranganna, pretty much like our demo jam team here, hated PowerPoint. So in one of the team meetings, he said he's not going to use PowerPoint from then on. His team members were related. But little did they know, Ranganna just moved from PowerPoint to SharePoint. But to be fair to Rangana, he had created a beautiful and a creative SharePoint document for his next team meeting. All it was missing was a few numbers. So he messaged DRS, who was the analytics expert in the team, and said, buddy, can you embed some cool and jazzy analytics in this document? DRS got the message, ignored the words cool and jazzy, simply embedded one SAC story and sent it back to Rangana. Rangana was impressed with the quick turnaround, but as he opened the document and scrolled down, his heart stopped beating for a moment. Because amidst his cool and creative document, there was this SAC story. There was nothing wrong with it, but it looked like it was out of place. It looked like it did not belong there. So Rangana messaged DRS again. He said, dude, do not mess with my document. Make your analytics cool and jazzy. Are you out of your mind? That's what DRS wanted to shout. But his mother had taught him never to talk back to elders. So he just said the two words, which we all tell our managers. He just said, okay, sir. So over the weekend, SAP deployed a new version of SAC. So when DRS opened the story again, he saw this new icon. He did not know what it was. He clicked on it anyway. This was Storyfaces, which would help DRS create different visual representations for the same story which he is seeing. Intrigued, he started filling in the details. He selected the values which were important for him. He said, this is where this phase would be used. Then the system intelligently figured out the list of relevant widgets for him. He selected all of them. He then said background must be gradient, orientation must be landscape, and he wanted widget summary automatically as well. And then said, okay. And just like that, with a few simple questions answered, and the power of SAP and AI put together, he got this beautiful story face. Now, although this face was generated automatically, DRS had the ability to customize it as well. For instance, he changed the background color here to make sure it matches the color in the SharePoint document. Now, while this was already great, DRS was the kind of guy who would apply for reval even if he got 98 out of 100 in his exams. He always wanted to do more. So he quickly figured out Storyfaces came with an SDK, used the SDK, created his own face, and uploaded it to the marketplace. This is how DRS's Storyface looked like. It's same data, but different visual representation. DRS was finally happy. He embedded this in the SharePoint document and sent it back to Rangana. Rangana was a bit scared to open the document, but as he opened and scrolled on this time, there were tears of joy. Because for the first time, it looked like it belonged there, and for the first time, analytics was cool and jazzy. Rangana was floored. Rangana also figured out Storyfaces came with a mobile application as well. Now, Storyfaces was all about adaptability. So when Rangana opened the same Storyface which he had just seen on web on mobile, he saw this pencil icon, clicked on it, took out his Apple Pencil, and he drew something there. Now, I don't know what he has drawn, but SAP Joule does. So until now, Joule was all about answering questions which people had, but with Storyfaces, it figured out questions as well, and needless to say, it answered them as well. Rangana was floored. Because at a time when Mr. Iyer was asking for hike, bonus, and shares like this, DRS went ahead and he did this. So a few days later, Rangana messaged DRS and said, dude, I've left you a little something on SAC, log on and have a look. DRS was puzzled. He logged on to SAC. He saw this new Instagram story sort of UI there. He clicked on his manager story, and Rangana had shared DRS's 2025 hike document in the form of Storyfaces with the help of BDC. So even in this macroeconomic situation, because DRS figured out Storyfaces, he got 30% hike, 150% bonus, and a promotion from junior to senior developer. I know we've all got our 2025 hikes, and a lot of people are laughing looking at the numbers, but trust me, miracles do happen. So thus Storyfaces not only changed the face of SAC story, it also changed the face of DRS. Dasharatha Prasad Ram Prasad Sharma became Ramanna, and he became best friends with Rangana, and they lived happily ever after in the world of IT. That's it we had for the demo. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I can't. Is there a noise out here? What is that noise? Great job.
Thank you.
I feel like there was an ulterior motive there. Were you trying to get a message across to somebody in management?
Maybe.
Maybe. Very politically tactful.
Yeah.
Amazing job. Thank you so much for being a part of Demo Jam.
Thank you.
Let's hear it for them one more time. So I said it at the beginning, this crowd in India is one of my favorites because you guys represent the demos and the audience. Thank you so much. I was in Berlin earlier, a few weeks ago, and I got to tell you, that demo jam was nice, but this is something really hard to beat. So I think you guys can brag about yourselves. All right, team 3, we have SAP Agents in Action, AI-powered contact center modernization. We got Jawahar and Satya, and they're going to be using some Joule, BTP, Business AI, Integration Suite, BDC, and Microsoft Studio. So lots of great technology is going to be combined in this. Any major message you want to get across before we use your 6 minutes?
Yeah, definitely. This is a real use case. Straight away, they can able to go and implement, get quick benefit out of this.
Nice. And is there any other team members that weren't here that helped you want to call out real quick?
Oh, definitely. My team members, particularly from Tech Mahindra, they helped me to achieve this. Thanks.
Awesome, awesome. Well, let's get you up on the screen. You ready over there? Time starts in 3, 2, go.
Thank you. Good evening, Bangalore. Are you still stuck with outdated, human-centric call center operations? Do you feel your customer is not happy with the call center operations? If yes, welcome to SAP Agentic powered contact center operations. Our solution is autonomous agents using multi-agent orchestration principle. This is simple, smart, efficient, faster, engages customers efficiently, particularly all approvals goes in a minute time. Before getting into that, my name is Jawahar Govindaraj. Satya Sunil is with me. We have used SAP BTP suites, particularly SAP Build Apps, process automation, document AI, workflows, and identity services, Copilot, and plus, other prompt engineering also, we have used this. This is once again, it's a real use case. And, let's get into the demo. ABC Bank offers home loan services. So within their web page, they have given home loan service agent. This agent consists of 5 different agents. Number one is, product agent. It offers, what are the different loans and services they offer. Each and every loan, what is the percentage, everything it keeps on giving. Repayment, terms and conditions. Now the second agent is, this is customer agent. Customer agent, it collects the customer queries, everything. What payment, what is their monthly salary, where they wanted to buy a property or something, and what is the down payment, all details, it keeps on collecting. Now third agent is, this is a recommendation engine. So based on the service offerings, what ABC Bank offers, and also customer preference, it keeps on recommend what are the different types of loans, it is recommended for the user. Now fourth agent is, if we are uploading any kind of documents in the sense, it extract all values, even it can be structured document, semi-structured, unstructured document. Based on the extracted value, backend, it keeps on doing a lot of backend verifications. We call it as KYC or a fraud or credit score or anything. So now the final one is, the decision. Decision is, within few fraction of second or a minute, online, it can able to give yes or no, instant approval it keeps on giving. Finally, the message, it goes to a customer, a copy, and also we will get a message to the backend contact center also. The complete end-to-end orchestration, it happens in a minute, not a day or a week or something. So one of the main advantage here is, the customer is, pretty much happy. The experience, we are improving like anything. Also, instant approval. Home loan, it is not like 4 weeks or 6 weeks. In a few fraction of second or a minute maximum, we can able to get all approvals. Also, this is 365 days, 24/7. And in the back end, we have developed a dashboard also. Through that, we can able to monitor how many cases, it's true or not, or how many customers, they are happy. So all these things, auditing, trial, everything, we can able to see. So now over to Satya.
Yeah, here if you see,
once the application is successfully submitted, customer receive an email saying that your application is initiated, and the so-and-so details, whatever I submitted in the chat, and we onboarded user into identity service. He can log in into system, and he can see the status of his application. This is up to here, it's a external facing, means how exactly customer is seeing the process. From here, we are jumping into actual back office process. Back office, we are giving an option where they can access the, what all pending tasks are with different users, and what is a dashboard where exactly each request is pending. This is a launchpad. All back office people can access this launchpad. Here, the beautiful dashboard. It's completely built with low code, means zero code. There is nothing. Means complete information, whatever is recording into workflow, means process automation, it's visible in the process visibility dashboards. Here, if you see the review, it's on field. They want to see the verify the documents, what exactly they submitted, whether it's auto-validated by system, we can see the status. Like that, this is a final approver screen, it's completely built with low code. And if you see the home page, this also completely will build with build apps. This is also build apps. And if you see that this screen is completely data is extracting with document AI service offered by SAP. Yeah, this complete application built 90% with low code. There is no code at all in this.
Okay.
Over to you.
Right, thank you. There are, few challenges in terms of, extractions and everything. Also GRC, security, compliance, everything, successfully we have overcome everything. We are getting maximum 98% of accuracy we are getting. And finally, this simple use cases, went on live. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's hear it. There were some good agents in action.
Thank you.
So you left 21 seconds on the clock. Like, why didn't you need more time?
Yes.
You practice a lot?
Yeah, that's right.
What was it like practicing for this? Tell
Save
people
the
what the
time.
process is like, because if you don't know this, we actually had submissions, and then you had to do trial runs. So tell people what it was like for you.
Oh, this one is, we have developed this and, practiced several times and fine-tuning the scripts and everything. Then finally we achieved this.
Okay. So, and you, was it fun preparing for this?
Yeah, it's a lot of efforts to show the accuracy of the documents and extraction. Yes.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
So I have one more question, because if people ask me what I love most about India, and I have to say the traffic, right? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what holidays should I try to come back for? Because I don't get every holiday. I tend to miss them. What are some great holidays I should try to find out and experience here? What's your favorite holiday?
Still, it's very difficult to answer for this.
Really? So many?
Yeah, there are many.
Nice, cool. Let me see how the other team's doing if they're ready. You guys need a few more minutes? Hold on, be right back. Live demos, live demos. How much longer we need? One, you're good? Ooh, sounds like we're getting close. Ooh, music. Rich, you might have gotten your chance to play drums in a second. All right, thank you guys. I'm going to send you off. Thank you again. We'll see you at the end for voting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I can't believe this. We're already up to team 4. You guys ready? How long you need? I come closer, one of you? All right.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I couldn't hear. Your mics are off.
Yeah.
So are you ready to present, or are we?
We're ready. Yeah, we're ready.
You're ready? Okay. Now I'll introduce you. Sorry about that. Okay, team 4, the agentic process in action, the future of enterprise workflows. We've got Aanchal and Anam, and these two are ready to present a very, there's a lot of web pages and stuff they had to reboot, so thank you for the pause there while they got their machine ready. But that's what I love so much about this, the developer keynote, the fact that we can fly by the seat of our pants and get this done. But most important is having fun with your audience. They are ready to hear about AI Core, Cloud SDK, AI Project Agent Builder, Build Process Automation, and Joule. That's a lot, and I hope you have so much fun doing it. I'm going to get out of your way. Your time starts when your screen is up here. Let's get that screen up, and now in 3, 2, go.
Hey, TechEd. I'm loving this demo jam energy so much, but I'm sorry to kill the vibe for just a few seconds because I really need to rant. So my manager, Aanchal, she has absolutely no time for me. It's been like 6 months since I even had a one-on-one with her. And at this point, I don't even remember what my goals for this year were. I think one of them was to survive, but honestly, I'm not sure. So it's not like Aanchal is crafting the next big thing as a manager. She's instead stuck on a really boring side quest. So we have a lot of open positions in our team, and Aanchal spends all of her energy just trying to find people to hire, right? And go through the whole entire process. But I have an idea today. We have a talented crowd here, so I guess you guys can help me out. So if you want to join our team where we work on really cutting-edge technologies, can you please make some noise? Come on, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. You can go ahead and send us your resume right now, like open up your LinkedIn and send us your resume. We are waiting for it. But unfortunately, Aanchal will not get back to you for at least a month. That's because she'll start by writing a really boring job description, post it to something called SuccessFactors, wait for resumes, screen, schedule the interview. It's such a long and tiring process, and I wish she would spend her time on more impactful tasks like maybe have coffee with me. So today, I'm going to be saving Aanchal. Let's talk to her. Hey Aanchal, are you ready for me to save your social life using agents, LLMs, and MCP?
Sure, Anam. But I only have 5 minutes before I go back into another meeting.
See guys, this is exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm going to work with that. So let's start immediately, Aanchal. Could you please open up Joule and ask it to hire a candidate for you?
Okay, so I'm in my Joule and I'm asking it to hire a senior developer with 6 years of experience and in React and similar technologies. But Anam, could you help me in understanding what is happening here?
So Aanchal, with your prompt, you just triggered an instance of the intelligent hiring process that I modeled for you. And in the background, this process has already generated a job description for you.
Whoa, so you mean that I no longer need to worry about writing this manual and tedious job descriptions anymore?
That's exactly right, Aanchal. If you can open up our process view dashboard, you'll see 2 steps of the process already completed. Both of these are LLM tasks powered by SAP's AI core. The first LLM task generated a job description for you, and the second one verified it so we can be extra sure.
So Anam, by chance, do you think, is this process stuck here somehow?
Yeah, the process is stuck there, Aanchal, but it's stuck there very intentionally. Please open up your inbox. So we all know that it's really cool to let AI do all of our work for us, but we also know that where there's AI, there's hallucinations, and human in the loop is something that we always need. So in Aanchal's, in your inbox, you will find the job description that was generated by LLM just awaiting your approval.
Okay, so I'm in my inbox, and here I have a job description drafted by LLM to review. And as I can see, let me go through this whole job description. It is for a senior developer. Also, let me go through the responsibilities. Yeah, this seems to be perfect. I'm looking for the similar job description, so I'm going to approve it right away.
Thanks, Aanchal. So with your approval, our process has already posted this job on SuccessFactors. If you don't believe me, go to the Attributes tab, get the ID, and go check it out on SuccessFactors.
Okay, so let me go to SuccessFactors and filter the job requisitions by the ID that I grabbed from the process screen.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, this is really a magic, Anam, but how did we achieve this?
Magic is exactly the right word, Aanchal, because we used an MCP connector task that automatically connects to SuccessFactors systems and create this process for us. Now, we usually have to wait for a few days so that candidates can start applying, but thanks to all you guys sending us your resumes, we have candidates within the first few seconds. So let's take a look at one of your resumes. No, I'm sorry, I'm not going to embarrass you. We have used SAP's document AI to extract all relevant information from this resume and then delegate it to some more LLM tasks. GPT-4, Gemini, and Anthropic sort of act like a panel of AI judges and decide if we want to approve this candidate or not.
Oh, this seems really cool, Anam. And here I can see the AI judges panel have made the decisions, and seems like this candidate has been selected for the interview. Let me go through the attributes. And I also have this reason here why this candidate Vikram was selected for this interview. This is really cool. So without wasting any time, I'm going to schedule an interview with this candidate. Oh, but wait, hold on. I already have an interview scheduled with the candidate.
Surprise, Aanchal. I used an agent task here that invokes a BAF agent in the background to automatically schedule an interview at a time that suits both you and our candidate, so you can just go ahead and prepare for the interview. And our candidate, I think the name was Vikram. So Vikram, wherever you are, just clear this interview and you can be working with me.
This is really amazing, Anam. though you have saved my hours of work, but could you please tell me how did you achieve this?
So Aanchal here, I leveraged the process automation capability of SAP Build, our new AI-powered autonomous process orchestrator. And in the process editor, you can see all the tools that made up this process step by step. So you can see all of the things that I just spoke about right there on your screen.
This is literally excellent, Anam. Let's go to coffee now and discuss how we can order laptop ordering process for my new hires.
Spoken like a true manager, Aanchal. You solve one problem for them and they give you more work. But you're exactly right. You can extend this process to even order laptops for you and automate any kind of process like procure to pay, lead to cash, or anything you don't want to be doing. Thanks, guys. Happy automating.
Wow. Hey, wait there, guys. Come on. Aanchal and Anand, you too. Let's talk about how a recovery in front of an audience should look. That was amazing. Way to get it going. Really great presentation. Thank you for sticking with it. I think the audience appreciated it as well.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, see you back in a minute. I also kind of like the mood lighting. It went from dark mode, light mode, and we're starting to feel that vibe. So Team 5 is here. I'd like to bring the lights up on this side so we can see you guys. Welcome. So we've got from legacy to future, streaming SAP HANA and XS, and CAP migration with GenAI. Maybe first or second longest title. So, Navya and Kesavan are going to show us some BTP, BTP build code, BTP AI core services. BTP, BTP, BTP. All right, so was your preparation just like everybody else fun going through the whole process of submission to now? Yeah? Good? Any advice for me on what else I should experience while I'm here? Ready? You're in game mode. There's no chit chat. We'll talk after. All right?
We'll talk after.
All right, let's go. Put you up on the screen. Your 6 minutes starts in 3, 2, go.
Good evening, everyone. How many of you have seen this old CRT TV? Raise your hands if you had one at your home. Wow, everybody. You know, still it works. I can watch regular TV channels, but can I stream Netflix in it? Can I cast memorable photos in it? Not really. And also, there is no customer support or service for this. I'm stuck with this.
Yes. You guys rocked it. And this is how our customers feel today when they are stuck with our legacy solutions. Here's a glimpse of how we got here. Back in 2010, SAP introduced SAP HANA, an in-memory database that made data processing and analytics way faster. To leverage the full capabilities of SAP HANA, we introduced extended application services, SAP Access. Well, before moving, how many of you guys are familiar with SAP HANA Access?
Navya, you don't know?
Well, Kesavan, I was in my 5th standard back then, so please don't expect me to know it. Coming back, fast forward to today, SAP is now on HANA Cloud, which is a database, and CAP as a modern programming model. Our technologies have evolved. Our platform has evolved. But we still have around 3,000 customers running on SAP HANA Access. 3,000 customers holding on to their old CRT TV when the world has modernized to their smart ones.
If I want to upgrade this TV, I can just throw away and buy a new one. But do you really think customers can move away from their Access solution and build a new one from scratch? Obviously, no. They spent years and years to build the core business application logic. We really need a migration strategy.
That's true. To understand the size of the problem here, we estimated the effort it takes to migrate one of the sample reference application, Shine. It takes for 3 people around a span of 5 weeks to rewrite it completely into CAP. And this is all given that they're already familiar with Access, CAP, HANA, Node.js, BTP.
If a partner wants to learn everything in a week of time, and this is how they end up.
Well, that's true, Kesavan. I don't see it going anywhere else. Coming back, we were talking about Shine, which is a medium complex app. And it took 75% days. Now imagine the time, effort, and the expertise required to migrate 3,000 customers, each having an average of 50 apps. Having a problem at this scale, clearly manual migration is not the way to go.
At SAP, we don't want to leave our customers behind. And that's the same problem we would like to address over here. Introducing GenAI-based access to CAP migrator. We are launching this as a VS Code extension so that you can install in any of your IDE platforms. We offer various migration journeys, starting from classic to advanced and all the way to CAP. For this demo, let's take Access Advanced to CAP as our migration journey. Yeah. We'll be connecting to our SAP HANA on-prem system to do the data migration. And for our service layer migration, we are going to use SAP AI Core Foundation models. So now we'll just launch this extension and see what's happening in the background. We all know LLM hallucinates, and there is always a limitation on the context window. We cannot take hundreds and thousands of files and dump to LLM to do migration in one shot. To solve this, we are introducing classification stage, where we take all excess artifacts, find dependencies, and figure out what are the export and inference functions, what are the SQL statements, and create a context tree out of it. Now, LLMs using this context tree able to take each and every excess artifacts and rewrite into CAP native objects. Let's look at some of the files which is being converting. Wow, you could see the commenter line shows the excess OData artifacts which is being rewritten in CAP service definition in real time. And this way, we can migrate all excess artifacts into CAP service definitions. And with a span of few days, we will be able to make this application production ready.
Everything looks good, but does this really work? Are there any customers using it? Well, the migration numbers over here speaks for themselves. 452 project migrations in just a span of 4 months.
I met my favorite customer.
Yes, we have launched this extension as part of Build Business Application Studio, and now you can experience the same thing in any of your IDE platforms.
That's why I love it. That's nowhere else.
To conclude, it's clearly a win-win-win solution. Win for customers to modernize their solutions. Win for partners to just focus on learning the new technologies and rather than spending on old legacy solution. And win. Customer and partners succeed. It's a victory for SAP.
We win as one. Thank you.
About it for the next time.
Yes. All right, guys. Amazing. Stay put. Stay put. How heavy is this TV? All right. So now you got to chit chat with me. Now that you're calm, it was great, right? Yes. You have fun? Good. How about you? Have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
Amazing. So I don't know if you guys know this, but that was like the fastest 45 minutes of the day, right? I wanted to see more. Those are so many great demos. So you want to applause? Let's bring them all back out. All 5 teams, come on up so we can start the voting. There are a lot of people. I thanked earlier. So many people. It takes an army to pull this off. And I'm like Casimir walking around. They don't know where to light me. They don't know when to turn my microphone on and off. They're having a really fun time with me. All right. Can we bring the teams out? Here we go. Team 1. All right, team 2, team 3, team 4, and team 5. Nice. All right, good. Awesome. So, I'm going to go over the rules again real quick because I know you guys want to get to a party. We're going to have some, it's like a jam band, but we're doing our demo jam. So our demo jam rules are, again, they had 6 minutes to present. Nobody got to hear the buzzer, right? That was a shame. It was kind of fun, but okay. You guys did great. Thank you. And the demos were great. No, videos playing, no screenshots. A couple of pictures. Are those screenshots or just photos? And the working solutions, I love seeing when AI was thinking everything was going great. So we concentrate on all this great SAP technology. I'm not going to recap all the different things that were used from BTP and HANA and AI. There were so many great technologies used. Ooh, am I louder or was my mic just not on? All right, so we have these 2 presenters from each team, and now we need to get an applause meter up so we can actually start to measure their applause of how they're doing. You can have 10 seconds for each team. All right, so is the applause meter coming onto the screen? There it is. We did practice this. We knew what to do. All right, team one, let's go. Start. This is your chance to clap for team one. All right, time's up, time's up. Thank you, thank you. Very good. All right, let's get that applause meter up again when it's ready. And here's the thing, they got to reset it because it's running really fast here, 10 seconds. All right, move the mouse to the start button and go for team two. All right, that's it. That's powerful. That's it. All right, team three, ready? Let's get the applause meter back up. And go. Keep it going. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. All right. Team four. Not yet. So they literally have to reset the applause meter before every team. And we're putting it back on the screen. Ready, go. 4, 3, 2. All right. Last team to vote for. Okay, you guys are last to go. Let's see how the energy is of the memory of what you presented. Get the applause meter up. And go. Four, 3, 2, 1. Wow. Thank you so much. All right, so now the applause meter is going to do its configuration and all the math using SAP HANA. Is it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, Vitaly, I can't remember which, it's using a certain component to do the data analytics and get the right measurements. So if you guys don't know, a lot of the developer advocates are here in the front row. They were in the developer garage all day. Give them a round of applause. Thank you. So I don't know where I'm going to get the actual results from. You guys, I guess I need to find the results. So maybe I go over here and see if they're ready, if somebody can bring me the results. So stay right there. You guys stand awkwardly for a second. Oh, I see the results. Yes! Come on, bring me my results. It's Casimir. Get you right in the front. All right, over here. I'll take that from you, please, Gibby. Come on. That would have been really bad if I threw it right out there. Okay. Interesting. I watched all the rehearsals. I saw a lot of the things going into the prep, and I thought, honestly, it wasn't going to be this close, but we actually have another voting round. It was so close, we need 3 of the teams to stay on stage for voting. So I'm unfortunately going to ask Team 1 and Team 3 to leave the stage. I'm so sorry, guys. Thank you so much. Give them a round of applause. All right. One of those cue cards was really funny. I'm not going to read it out loud. All right. So Team 1, where are you guys at? They were with Ticketwhiz, was Rishi and Risha with Apple. I want to thank them for that. And Team 3, they were here with Penguin Random House. So thank you for that. All right. Now, where's Team 2? Storyfaces. And Team 4? Is that you? You ready? And Team 5. So we got the right teams on stage. If I had dismissed the wrong teams, that would have been embarrassing. Thank you. You're good? Okay, calm down. I know it's exciting. I'm in the right spot. I think we're going to need the applause meter up again. Let's get that up there. All right. So Team 2, Storyfaces. You guys remember them? You were voting for them a minute ago. Let's give them another 10 seconds. It starts right now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. All right, Casimir, can you help me out over here? When we get the applause meter up, I want you to point to team 4 and tell the audience to vote. Okay, let's get the applause meter up. Casimir, look at me. Okay. Team 4, start. Go. All right. Okay. I think we are almost ready for the last round of voting. You guys want to stop now? Is it too much? The heart's pounding? Can't handle it? Can you believe I get paid to do this? How cool is this? All right, Team 5. Let's get the applause meter up. Your last chance to vote starts right now. All right, that was amazing. Thank you all your teams. Stay right here, please. So that was pretty cool, but now it seems like we're going to announce a winner. Somehow I'll probably get something from backstage to tell me. But announcing a winner means that they get probably their picture taken, and you get to brag and tell your friends. I mean, would you guys like that, to have a picture from this event, and then you can email friends and say, I was here, I did Demo Jam. It's great. But what if we had something we could give you? It would be awesome. So if there's a trophy around, I would love it to come out so that we could hand that to the winning team. Bring me a trophy, please. All right, let's give a round of applause. Thank you so much. I will probably drop this. It's a good idea. Thank you. All right. Let's see, Casimir, can you read this out loud? That's right, you don't talk. SAP TechEd 2025 Bangalore SAP Demo Jam winner. This is going to be handed out. The problem is, I'm very excited to do this, but it's a lot of weight for me to carry alone. And as much as I appreciate you, I think I have a couple of other people that could really help me out. So if I could invite Sindhu and Michael, please come up here and help me do this. I pass the responsibility of not dropping this off to you two. Thank you. Now, I would love for someone to put the results up on the stage so we all find out together who is going to receive this trophy. So let's see if we can get it up on the stage, or up on the screen. Who was the winning team from Demo Jam 2025? Come on the screen. Up. God. Congratulations, Team 2 Storyfaces. That was insanely close. Michael, Sindhu, over to you. All right, I also want to say thank you to the other two teams. It was so close, that was amazing. Thank you guys, I will see you backstage. Thank you so much, that was so fun. All right, let's see if I can. Hey, let me jump in here for a photo. Come on. How dare you? Any camera, I never, ever lose a chance to take a picture. Get in here, Casimir. All right, audience, I thank you so much. You two guys, I'd love to have an interview backstage with you if that's okay. So thank you for letting me share in the stage with you two. Such a great tech ed. Have a great time. We'll see you at the party. Casimir, come with me. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give our winners a huge round of applause, and thank you, Josh, and thank you, Casimir. Please give them a big round of applause once again. I now request Michael and Sindhu to remain on stage for the closing remarks.
Nah, okay.
Good evening, Bangalore. Good evening. I mean,
has been 2 amazing days. I think the energy has been absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much to everyone for being here and for bringing your passion, your energy, your drive, and most importantly, innovation to 2 days of TechEd here in Bangalore. I think, Michael, how has it been for you?
I have a microphone. So first of all, big thanks to the entire team to make this happen. So maybe give them all applause. Yeah? For me, it's very simple. Every time I come over here, I come back with so much energy. And actually, TechEd on tour here in Bangalore, I mean, I started, it's my favorite event.
Woohoo!
And I will go back, it's my favorite event. Because TechEd, I mean, with 4,200 participants, I mean, we overachieved basically this participant which we wanted to reach. I think the content was overwhelming. Yeah. I saw all the hands-on sessions, the theaters, everything was full. Yeah. Secondly, I hope you all learned something. So please take something back and be a multiplier. But I think most important is that we have this connection, that we build a community, a strong developer community. I started with, it's an event from our community, for our community, and I will end with that. So big thanks for making this happen, and I hope you all had fun.
Thank you, Michael. And again, Michael talked about content. And if you just translate that into numbers, we're talking about, what, 700 plus hours of content sessions that we have had, 500 plus speakers, right? And 400 lecture sessions. Like Michael said, roadmap session, hands-on sessions, leadership talks, customer talks, partner talks. And this wouldn't have been possible without each one of you putting your hard work, your dedication, your commitment to what you have done. So thank you so much. And Michael and me also want to thank all of you backstage because, I mean, you heard the speakers on stage, but there's so much of work that goes behind making sure that everything goes smoothly. Thank you to our IT teams, our security teams, our content teams, our volunteers who've been working day and night, our communications teams, all of you working so hard to make this so successful. Thank you so much and enjoy the celebration!
But, I mean, first of all, I can only echo that what you said and big thanks for the team. But is it really the end?
It's never the end. It's never the end.
So what?
It's party time.
So there's more?
Yes.
Tell me more.
We're going to party hard tonight. So I'm not going to tell you who the group is who's going to come on stage. I don't know if it was already revealed or... No, the team says no, so I'm not going to do that. So we're going to have a phenomenal Bangalore-based band playing here. That's all I can tell you for now. So enjoy the evening. There's going to be great food and also lots to talk and also drink. I can say that, right?
Yeah,
on stage, yes.
Let's have some more fun.
So let's have fun together, Bangalore!
Thank you, Sindhu, and thank you, Michael.